The void was an abyss, an endless sensation of tumbling. The taste of fear was bitter on my tongue, but before panic could thoroughly consume me, I felt solid ground beneath. The jarring impact knocked the wind out of me, and for a few agonizing moments, I could neither see nor breathe. As my vision cleared, I was in a vast cavern. Stalactites hung ominously from above, and a dim, bioluminescent glow painted everything in a soft blue hue. My family. Where were they? Emily, Jack, Lily. My voice echoed, bouncing off the walls of the cavern. There was no response. Desperation clawed at my heart. My thoughts raced, but my feet moved faster. I explored the cavern, calling out intermittently. After what felt like hours, I stumbled upon a small pool of water. The water's surface shimmered, reflecting an image not of the cave, but of our campsite above. I saw the hooded figures, still gathered, watching the fissure I had fallen through. They seemed to be waiting, but for what? Suddenly, the water's image shifted, showing Jack alone looking terrified. My heart raced. The pool wasn't just showing images, it was a window to where my family was. It offered a beacon of hope. My exploration took on new urgency. Deeper into the cave, I discovered carvings on the walls, symbols, scenes of rituals, and one recurring figure, a tree, similar to the one with the "Join Us" message. The more I studied, the more I realized the tree was at the heart of everything. A faint cry echoed in the distance. "Daddy!" It was Lily. I raced towards the sound, and to my immense relief, I found her and Emily in a smaller chamber, their faces pale, eyes wide with fear. There was no sign of Jack. "Where's Jack?" I asked, dread seeping into my voice. Emily sobbed. "They took him. Those creatures." As she recounted their ordeal after the fall, the chamber's entrance darkened, and we were soon surrounded by the same hooded figures. But these were different, with pale skin and eyes that glowed faintly in the dim light. They weren't entirely human. The leader stepped forward, removing its hood, revealing an ageless face, neither old nor young, with piercing blue eyes. "Welcome," it intoned. "You are in the realm of the ancients. We have waited long for you." "For us? Why?" My voice was barely above a whisper. The leader gestured at the wall carvings, focusing on the tree of binding. "It has kept our worlds separate, but every century it weakens. We need a sacrifice to strengthen it." "My son? Is he the sacrifice?" Anguish filled me. The leader nodded solemnly. "The bond of blood is the strongest. Your son has been chosen." I looked to Emily, her face etched with despair. We wouldn't let them take our son without a fight. But before we could react, the chamber vibrated with a haunting melody, and we felt an overpowering urge to follow the hooded figures. As if in a trance, we were led to a grand chamber where Jack was bound to a stone altar, the tree of binding carved deeply into its surface. The leader approached, dagger in hand, its blade reflecting the luminescent glow. But before it could strike, Emily began to sing. It was a lullaby she'd sung to the kids every night, but now it was filled with raw emotion, echoing through the chamber. The hooded figures hesitated, confusion apparent. The leader looked visibly shaken. I remembered the pool's reflective abilities and had an idea. Rushing back, I screamed at the pool, "Show me their past!" The water shimmered, revealing a scene from centuries ago. The hooded figures, vibrant and human, singing and dancing around the tree of binding, celebrating its strength. Racing back to the grand chamber, I joined Emily, harmonizing with her song. The hooded figures, drawn to our song, began humming along, their eyes shedding tears. The leader dropped the dagger, joining in the chorus. The chamber was filled with a collective voice, the melody intertwining with memories of their lost humanity. As the final note resonated, a blinding light enveloped us. When the light faded, we were back at our campsite, the morning sun breaking the horizon. The hooded figures were gone, and the fissure had sealed. Jack, unharmed, ran into our arms. Though the nightmare was over, the memories lingered. The forest, once a place of serenity, now held secrets we would never forget. Back in the city, life resumed its rhythm. But on quiet nights, when the wind rustled the leaves, we'd sometimes hear faint whispers, echoing the song we'd sung, a reminder of the bond we shared and the sacrifices made to keep two worlds apart.